Why does it matter that you succeed in creating change in your life? This is perhaps the most fundamental question that I like to ask people when I'm working with them about creating change. Why does it matter that you succeed? And the reason I like to ask this question is because this question and your answer to it will decide every decision that you make. It will drive every choice between wherever you are and achieving it. And so it's important to make sure that you achieve the goal that you want, to know why it is and what the real reason is. So often when I'm working with people, we'll start with a very surface reason. For instance, someone wanting to lose weight might say for their health, or to take the pressure off the joints, or to be around for the kids. But it's important to go beyond this level. And it's great that you have that very first inclination. Every time we create change in our lives, every time we do something different, we are motivated. So it's gotten us started. It's gotten us into action. It's gotten us to do something. But if you want to go all the way, it's really important to delve a little deeper, to really connect with one that's going to be able to be brought to mind, that's going to be able to be used in those moments of decision. So often we start with those surface thoughts and it's something that's ephemeral, or wouldn't it be nice, or it's somewhere over there in our future. If we get around to it, if we can be bothered, if we can stick to it. But that doesn't compel us to act differently in the moment, unless we can truly get in touch with it. So I've been inviting everyone this week to really take a few moments and grab out a piece of paper and write down, why does it matter that you succeed, whatever your journey? And then to treat yourself a little bit like a toddler would. You know how they get insistent with that question, but why? But why do you want to achieve that? Why does that matter? What difference will that make in your life if you do achieve it? And why does that matter? And what will that mean? And why does that matter? With this exercise, what you really want to do is ask these questions, but why? What will that mean? And why do I want that? Why will that matter? You really want to be asking those questions sort of 3 to 7 times, something in that range. What you're looking for is asking it and delving deeper and deeper until we find something that really causes a whole suite of emotions to rise up in our body. If you do this exercise, you'll know when it comes up. You'll get what I call the feels. It'll really be powerful. It moves us, it motivates us, it reconnects us to that drive, to that motivation, to that momentum. And so keep asking the question, but why? But why? Let's take my example from before. Say you wanted to be around longer for the kids. You want to be, you want to see them grow up. And that's why you wanted to lose weight. Okay, great. But did you just want to see them? Did you just want to observe their life? Or did you want to participate in it? Do you want to be involved in doing things with them? Do you want to be able to run around with them and play and get down on the floor and get back up again? Do you want to tire them out? Do you want to have even more energy than the kids? Do you want to set an example? Do you want to be a role model? Do you want to inspire them, to show them just what can be achieved in our lives when we take care of ourselves, when we look after our health and well-being? What then? What if you could set them up to living an amazing life where they take care of themselves, they look after their own health and well-being, they know the importance of nutrition and movement and mental and emotional health, and they practice it because they've seen you inspiring them to greatness, to inspiring them to a life that they didn't even think was possible in the world until they saw it from you. I don't know about you, but I get kind of skin tingles when I start to think about these possibilities, when I think about truly being an example of what is possible in the world, and with being connected to those true reasons. We're all going to face challenges in our life. We'll all face obstacles. We'll all face things that maybe get in the way. Moments of decision where we could choose something that moves us towards our goals or something that moves us away or keeps us stuck in the present. My contention is this: when you can stay connected to that inner drive, that real deep motivation, it's so much easier to take that choice that leads you into your future. It can make the rest of the journey easy. And that's why I really invite you into it. You'll be much more likely to succeed, and the journey itself will be easier. So it's important to do. And I really urge you to take a few moments and really decide why. Be a toddler, ask yourself, but why? But why? But why? And connect. So how do you stay connected to it? Is a really great question. That to do so, you have to do a couple of things. Firstly, you have to remember to connect to this why regularly. When I'm first working with people, I often ask them to write it down every day, to revisit it often. In fact, it will often change. You know, the thing that gets us started, the thing that motivates us to take action, to create change in the first place, isn't always the same thing that takes us all of the way through. So reflect on it regularly. And remember that the language we use, the thoughts we think to choose on purpose, how we say them in our mind and out loud, programs our brain. So know why, and then say it. Say it out loud, say it in the quiet of your mind, and say it repeatedly. Maybe you're going to need a visual reminder. Maybe you need to write it on the bathroom mirror, or the back of the toilet door, or on the screensaver on your phone. Maybe it's an alarm that pops up once a day. Maybe it's your own voice saying, what do you really want? Why does it matter? Maybe it's an appointment on your calendar. So just ask yourself periodically, why does it matter that you succeed? With a little practice, with repetition, it becomes automatic in our brain. And so it's very easy to tap into in those moments when we need it, when we're faced with a decision or a choice, or if it's our health and well-being with a temptation or an indulgence or the opportunity to go off the rails. Isn't it comforting to know that if you can truly connect with why it matters that you succeed, that those moments will be easy to handle. You'll do them with grace and with ease. It's kind of exciting. If you haven't already, seriously do this exercise. Write it down. Ask yourself, but why? Why does it matter? What will that mean? Many times until you get those feelings rise up into you. And then decide how you will stay connected to it. Will you write it daily? Will you put a reminder on your phone? Will you put it in your diary? Connect to it as often as you can. And then make it sure that you ask yourself the question, do you believe that you can have it? Do you believe that you can have the future you want? Because if you do, and by the way, I believe you can, but if you do believe it, the good news is you're already about halfway there. The rest of your mind, the rest of the universe will move towards helping you achieve it. And you'll help yourself go the rest of the way by being connected to that reason why. If you want more help transitioning into the life that you want to be living rather than the life that you have, Then remember, you can always sign up for a free exploratory coaching session with me on my website. Go to livemorelife.com.au and click on Free Exploratory Session. Fill in the form and I'll be in touch to help you out. Talk to you soon.